All right, talk of the day to everyone listening to us, our viewers. This is Estate Surveillance and Valuer Omatayo today, and I have with me this morning my noble colleague.
Esv Dotun patients for Bekelu.
All right, we want to use this medium again to welcome everyone to this our program, the Valuer'S Experience. The Valuer'S Experience. Today, as we always do, we'll be engaging one of our very best in the profession to share with us his experience over the years, the good, the bad, and the ugly side of the business. And I want to believe with you this afternoon or this morning that we are going to enjoy our section. Please join in with me as we start.
Purpose of the audience, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Dotun Bamigbola. I'm a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Estate Surveyors and Valuers and fellow of the RICS. I've been in practice for over 26 years and I have a master's in estate management, started with an HND, I did a PGD in estate management, and currently I have a master's in estate management. I'm the senior partner of Bamigbola Consulting, an estate firm practicing in Nigeria as estate surveyors and valuers, real estate consultant. I'm also the CEO of 1 Square Meter. 1 Square Meter is a company that has at least two business approaches: project management, development, and on the other hand, we have tech-related business, and we call it digital market division. And that is where we battered the property estimator.ng, which is an automated valuation application for use Nigeria globally, using best valuation principles in your valuation assessment and calculation.
Wow, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Please, thank you for your time. The purpose of this program is to share insights of your experiences and your journey through it that you've had over the years. You said you spent 26 years in practicing. Please take us back to the background of how you started this profession and what has been your challenges and how you were able to overcome it, so that our young surveyors can be able to learn, because we are here to shape the young surveyors life who doesn't have a prospect of how to go about estate practicing. Please tell us more.
Okay, that's interesting because for a start, right? For a start, I'll say I started from school when I was in my ND in Yawatech. I'll say that because very good enough, we had some programs, we had nice leadership, then we came to visitors. In fact, at that time we had the president, I think, I can't recollect exactly, but I know there are sometimes the president visited us rather. And since then, I registered as a student member. Amongst all my colleagues, I think I and one other person registered as student members and started participating in events, CPDs and all of that. Then you didn't have so much competition in the market like this, so it was yes, like you have now. And this interest in the market, competition in the market, is because of broadening knowledge. So knowledge was still a little limited then. So joining my as a student member was interesting to me. Visited the office severally. I think that was at Ikoyi then, behind the then National Secretariat, Federal Secretariat rather. So it was interesting. And after that, I did my what do you call that now? My CWES.
Okay.
With Ubosiele and Co. I think I first started with Oshunkojo and Co. Then that was a 3-month thing. At that time, it was strike and everything, so just went there and spent that time. Then went to Ubosiele and Co.
Oh,
Did my 1 year there.
wow.
That was in 1995.
That's a long time ago.
Well, people say it's a long time
It
ago
is.
now,
It is.
but so, and that was it. And I thank God I still have good relationship with all the people I met on the way. I was at Valuer'S and Associates after my youth service. I served in Aba then, and Abia State. When I was serving in Abia State, yes, I worked with Felix Ogbonna and Co. I was not posted to that firm as an estate surveying
It's in
copper.
Yes.
I was actually posted to the local government, but local government,
As usual.
they didn't have any job for us. So I just went around town and found Felix Ogbonna and Co in Abaden, and I worked there.
That was how you joined them.
I joined them.
Right.
Valuation, agency, property management. We were doing everything, and it was thorough. Then came back to Lagos. I joined Valuer'S and Associates.
Wow. So all your experiences has been centered around estate surveying firm.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. But not so. Because after Valuer'S and Associates, I moved to Alunga Miracle. Then I went to the mortgage industry.
Oh,
So I worked for a brief moment, over a year plus, at Omega Savings and Loans then in Lekki, before I came back to Jajai Patton and Co. And then became operations manager, and they were actually hunting for a managing partner, but the starting level was you had to become an operations manager then. Later on became managing partner, and from there 2008 Bamigbola Consulting started.
wow.
That's a very good one, sir.
Very, very
We really appreciate that insight.
Thank you.
Honestly, you have really done well for yourself. I must commend. 26 years in practice is not a joke.
Well, God to thank.
However, sir, the basic reason why we have decided to stage this program is actually to nail which, the experience that has really given you challenges or challenged you over the years. I'm sure you cannot be in practice for 26 years and there won't be a time when you look at it that, wow, should I still continue? Or should I just, go back to maybe paid employment or whatever? You understand? So please, if you won't mind, sir, what can you share with us that has been the major challenges that almost want to take you out of real estate business?
Okay. There are several experiences, right? But let me start with when I set out to start Bamigbola Consulting.
All right.
Now, I have been privileged to have a number of people around me, and I still respect them. People who mentored me one way or the other, people I could relate with. But going out to start Bamigbola Consulting was a major challenge. I will say that because a lot of people these days, once you get your stamp and seal or whatever, you quickly want to get out. I got my stamp and seal before I joined Jajak Patton Lako
Wow.
as operations manager then, managing partner. So it's not that I got it and I went out, because you have to grow, you have to learn, you have to
follow the process.
follow that process to ensure that when you are setting out, you are setting out. I've come in contact with a number of people that they set out, they either after setting up go back or go to a corporate organization again and come back to start again and all of that. You need to get everything right, and all that happens because you jump out, not move out.
You are not fully ready.
Yes.
All right.
So when I was starting Bamigbola Consulting, I knew, Mr. Man, you are not going to a paid employment again. You are not going to. You have to develop a process. And from day one, some of the things I was able to even develop when I was at Jajak Patton Lako as managing partner in terms of structure, because I it was part of my responsibility. It was some of the goals I saw that I needed to do, because I was not even thinking of going out. I was thinking of long term, but somehow you have to move out. And I brought them into what we were doing in terms of structure, staff grading policy, process manual, and all of that. Set up all those things so that even now I can work from anywhere. I have my team in the office that can do whatever has to be done. They know some of the things that have to be. They know everything that has to be done. Where they have challenges, they can always reach out to me. If I tell you that this morning several communications have gone out from the office without my even being part of it, it's because of process. Of course, we build some people over time. Once you come in, we do an onboarding process for you. Read through the lines. What are the things we do and how we do them? So, but those things did not start after. They started after immediately. Even when I started off, of course, one man, right? But I'm blessed. My wife is also an Esv Dotun Bamigbola. She's a fellow of the institution today, Dotun Bamigbola. Now, then, when I write valuation report, she was not yet registered then. I'll give it to her to proofread. I had a colleague and mentor who mentored me in valuation, particularly Isiaka Olaleko Abodari. We call him a Valuer. He was my manager at Valuer'S then in Ikeja. So after he had to leave for a particular project or a particular organization which he had to work for, we still kept our relationship even till today. There was a time that when I do a report or when I'm doing any transfer, I'll put him into it that, Ila, please help me read this. This is what I'm doing. I kept being accountable for him. I mean, I could have just held back and said, let me protect what I'm making.
What you have, I understand.
But he was not even asking me for a dime. But he saw it as related. And that was helpful. There are a lot of people like that. I can refer to him. But there are a lot of people like that we related and we still kept that relationship. We're not. So now let me go back to one critical issue.
All right.
I said that as a learning point, that you don't just say, now I'm all in all. Even to today, there are people I sit up to that. You have done this before. How do you do it? When I was coming this morning, a friend of mine was calling me and saying, what do you do about A, B, C, D on some aspects of the profession that I have leveraged? And I also asked him. So we are interrelated. You don't know everything. You have to. Nobody's an island. So one critical thing a lot of people don't know when they are setting out to start a company, especially in this line, is that there is a waiting time.
Waiting time.
Practical example. I left Jajai Patolanko. Following week or 2 weeks after, it was even a request to my wife based on a client she has worked with before for a long time they've lost it. I need so and so and so. Oh, we'll get it for you. Worked on it. Got it. The man was ready to even pay his fee up front to us. Can you guess when was the next fee we made after that?
We can't say, except you tell us.
6 months after.
Oh, wow.
So for the next 6 months,
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. It was not that we were not working. It just didn't happen.
Transaction was not just being concluded.
Yes. So, yeah, of course, after that, a lot happened, and after 6 months, but that 6 months, you'll be wondering that, what am I doing here?
Frustration will set in. You are not focused.
Exactly. So, that was why I said, I told myself when I was young, you are not going back to paid employment. You have to provide job in the industry. You have to do, and
today, Has paid off.
So,
Thank you.
and that was a huge challenge. Some people have even told me their own has been up to 1 year, but some people feel it's 3 months. So our waiting period can be anytime, but you have to stand firm and know what you're doing.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, in the field of carrying out, in the place of carrying out these practices, there might be some aspects that is very, very rewarding. So, which aspect do you specialize in, and what has been your biggest hit in this profession?
If I mention my biggest hit in the profession so far, it may not even be related, in a way, it's related to SMI, but it's not even related wholly to SMI.
Wow.
It has even been recovery.
Really?
Asset recovery.
Please tell us more about that so that our viewers can as well learn. That's why we are here.
Okay.
Young valuers need to diversify.
Exactly.
You mustn't be portraying, maybe there are some that like, I'm into agency. Agencies needs you out of what we do. Do you get?
Exactly.
Please tell us more about the recovery.
Okay,
aspect.
so when you start, of course, you may be jumping here and there.
To stabilize, just to get that stability.
An agency is the core that can give you that stability. If you are lucky, you may have property to manage and all those things. As a matter of fact, I've heard in the past of some people that just get this property management and they just move out. Guess what? Some of them may do that, and immediately the property management reaches a cycle where the owner may even take the property again. Then they lose everything because that's what they depended on. So you have to be agile, you have to be on the street. But when I talk of recovery, it's after various development. My recovery didn't start till 10 years after I started practicing.
Wow.
So it's not, but
And a lot of waiting period.
So yeah, so it's not because I worked out something. It was just an opportunity that came and I made use of it.
All right.
Joined a group, a consortium. I formed a consortium for recovery, working with an organization in government. And from there, we were able to assist in recovery of a lot of things. Perhaps because I was leading the team, so I had a lot of insight to what needed to be done. We had estate surveyors, accountants, lawyers in it, and I coordinated that team. And that is where I have even had, and we're still running. That's where we see I still have a lot of my hits. I will say that the basic thing you need to do that is to be ready. One, you see, there's a saying I used to have, and some people laugh when I say it, and I read it from somewhere. Opportunity dances with those who are already on the dance floor.
Absolutely.
That's correct.
If you are not on the dance floor, you can't dance with
Can't wait.
You are asked to do registration for this and that, statutory registration and all those. You don't do it, you can't get it done. That opportunity won't come. You have to be ready to wait for your time. Delay your gratification. I may not have been involved in political connections and all of that, but I hold my profession dear, and I know that I can get the best from this. So projecting myself in that way and being able to use the opportunities that come, I presented that. But that does not mean that we have not done quite a lot in agency or evaluation. I'll still give you evaluation experience. Maybe if you ask a question relating to that. Yes.
So, sir, the recovering aspect, can you just nail it? What actually are you recovering?
Okay.
Yes.
Bank debtors.
Okay.
Yes. You assist.
For banks.
Yes, for banks. You help to recover their loans, the loans that banks have given out. And the critical aspect I have to do is about asset tracing, valuation.
Asset tracing.
Valuation. You know, of recent, I'm sorry to cut you. Some of the organizations we are consulting for called me in respect of this recovery. He said, Mr. Tayo, can you get me someone that can help us to recover our bad debt. Till now, I'm still telling them I'll get back.
So
to
he
them.
can tell us some process on how to get back so that our viewers.
Let's talk after this.
No. Okay, that would be the after the
Very
session.
interesting.
But the truth is that there are a lot of assets that are used for collateral that people can't even trace. The banks can't trace.
That's true.
It's either the person that went to inspect from the bank is no longer in the system, or the asset does not even
In
exist,
the first place.
or the asset is poorly numbered or categorized. I've seen a situation whereby evaluation has been done for an asset, same street,
Okay.
and you have called it number this, everything about it is on number 13. Meanwhile, the real asset and the picture you can see is on number 21. Or number, no, on the other side of the road, number 22. You know, it's even an odd number, number 22. Different things.
So who is at fault on that valuation? Is it the valuer or
Is it that the valuer did not
or the
visit, do physical inspection, or what? Sir?
or they gave him a wrong number of property?
The person did physical inspection.
So what
But of course, somehow the information was mixed up.
Or there was renumbering of the street?
There could be renumbering, but in this particular case, the information was just mixed up.
So the problem will be from the bank, not the valuer that.
Yes, it could be from the bank.
Okay.
So when you are working with bankers, you also have to be careful, package what you are doing properly, deliver professionally, and ensure that you follow all the standards. So the title document was written something else with another number. The location is another place.
It's alright, sir. We really appreciate this your insight into all these, these small lapses, small errors that we normally encounter on field. 4 years ago, I don't know if you can still remember, when I called you, I made mention of it. When I wanted to pull out, I called you and I said, sir, I need your advice. This is what I intend to do. I don't know if you can still remember. And you said, hold on, I'm in a meeting. When I'm done, I will call you back. And you actually called back, maybe like 30 minutes after. 30 minutes after.
That's nice.
And you really engaged me that day. And one of the things you said was that, what do you want to leverage on? That was the question you asked me that day. I said, leverage on in terms of what you said. What do you have now that if you leave your paid employment now, that you can leverage on, that can feed you and feed your family? And truly, when I look back, I discovered that I don't have anything. I was just not being happy with the salary then. So I said, this man is actually making a lot of sense. And so I decided to stay back until when I begin to gather myself, I begin to, calculate on how I can get myself, better when eventually I resigned. So, sir, that leads me to this question. What advice do you want to give to our young valuers now? It's more or less like we're coming back to that our first question, that is planning to probably resign and start floating their estate firm, on their own. What advice can you give them, that will actually help them in the course of their journey as well?
Yeah, you just give the advice. You just give
You might have something more.
See, there are two things you should actually look at. You should know what you can leverage on. When I was leaving my paid employment, I already had shares that I bought. Just on a monthly basis, I just buy. But God may have another plan for you, because I can tell you that if you remember the financial crisis 2008 and all of that, all my shares
Crashed.
So that was why that 6 months, I can't forget, it was painful. But thankfully that fund came in and we're able to get what we could use to sustain ourselves to an extent. But it was not so easy. I had a young, my family was still very young then. You can talk of the demands of 2 children, schooling, feeding, and everything. It was not easy. But here we are. Those guys now, if you see them, you'll be looking at them that but the truth is that you have to prepare something. There's also a general financial advice saying that you should have 6 months, 3 to 6 months of your sustainable living expenses saved somewhere. All that can help to an extent, but you have to make sure that you can replenish quickly. And you are doing that. And how do you do that? Design where you are going to. One of the things, advice is that Esv Dotun gave me then, my mentor gave me was that set, because I told him, if you don't say go ahead, I'm go ahead. Okay, we now agreed on some things. List out 10 people that you know are clients that can give you briefs from time to time. I listed out 10. Only 2 has been successful from that time till now. But each of those 2 have batted several. In addition to others I got. There are people from one of those 2 that we are still managing their assets. We manage for the father, we're managing for the family now, and the assets are all over Lagos up till now.
That's interesting.
Wow.
And several other briefs, even their own briefs, there are other people's briefs, and networking for us. So this job, this business also plays a lot on referrals. If you are able to do your job well, diligently. Yes. And I can walk into their houses. But guess what? I even knew those 2 when I was working
somewhere.
I was not even registered there. I just knew them and all these things. But we've known each other for quite a long time now. Beyond even this time, I can walk into the home and say, oh, what are you going to eat? So it's about keeping that relationship there. And what key thing in most of those relationships is that being forthright, integrity. Black is black, blue is blue, white is white. That's all.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. We are gradually coming to the end of this session. Yes. Sir, I know you've done a lot for the Nigerian institution of Esv Dotun. You've been the past chairman of Lagos branch. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to give back to young surveyors over time? You've done a lot already, so what are those things that you still have in stock that you like? This is what I want to give back as a legacy to young surveyors.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for acknowledging the little.
Not little, the whole lot.
I've been able to do. One of the key challenges I've always had with the system is creating space for each sphere or each interest group.
Okay.
And it was born out of my experience. I didn't know that because I was not relating for some time, I did not register my membership with the institution because there was a gap.
Okay.
I was measuring other people's yard with my own yard with other people's tape, so to say. I had friends, classmates who were, as at that time, 1999, 1990, 2000. They had quite a large amount of money as at that time. If I tell you the amount of money, you'll be laughing. Because if somebody is winning 25,000 naira, now at that time it was double some people's salary or triple.
You're right.
So and that's 26 years ago. So if people were winning that much then, and I looked at my salary, I can't also spend that money. But guess what? By the time I realized it and came back to it, I realized that, okay, I particularly, because I've made some payments ahead, I was not owing that much. As at 2024, I was owing 16,000 naira. So one key thing we need to begin to look at is how to take care of this, a system that will automate our administration, ensure people can get information adequately. I'm not saying there has not been effort on that angle, but there's need for us to have yes, to have it clearly established. I am a member of the RICS. A lot of things we do online. I've been to the RICS office in UK before, but it doesn't mean I don't have to be there. RICS in 150 countries. But I don't have to be there. We have an advantage in Africa so far. As the RICS is coming to Africa, they are already in Africa. They are trying to set foot on in every country. But we have an advantage that among African countries, Nigeria has population, and this way is going to what I wish we can do, what I wish to leave as a legacy. Nigeria has population. Nigeria also has one of the most, if not recognized, but structured professional institutions.
Okay.
If you have banks going from Nigeria to all other parts of Africa, why can't our profession move in that direction? If you can't go to Europe, go to this thing because you have RICS and all of that there, why can't you conquer Africa?
At least where we are.
Why can't I take my stamp and seal because of the standard we have built, because of the recognition we have built, be able to use it to practice in the Gambia, and we'll have that recognition. It borders on a lot of things in our internal development, practice, professional practice standards, borders on our actual publicity of that standard and how we do it. RICS has 5 ethical standards. Everybody must know it before you become a member. Yes. If you are doing an RICS interview, you pass everything. If you fail ethics, you can't mention the 5 ethical standards. They are not moving.
Can we implement that into our institution?
It depends on if you want to implement it.
How? I think maybe those at the top can try to. I think it will guide us a lot.
And I believe that is one of the ideas we want to probably pass to the
yes. If we can focus on our standard, we will have more respect in the society. Absolutely. The only thing RICS has is the fact that they have standards. For RICS, somebody fumbles, you have your professional indemnity to cover it. They say, look, we'll take care of whatever is the challenge with that professional indemnity insurance first. We want to come back and deal with our member the way, whether he has fumbled or not.
Is there a platform you are planning to use to actually give a more broader, ideas or knowledge to us, to the noble colleagues in the profession? Do you have any platform like that?
Still cooking.
Well, there are a lot of things cooking. I have platforms. I write articles on my LinkedIn on a bi-weekly basis every 2 weeks. One should be out today. I have a WhatsApp group that's mainly estate surveyors and valuers. 2 WhatsApp groups, in fact, and
I think I'm in one of it.
Yes, and we share information. If it's the same thing that is posted on one that is posted on the other, it's the same information, and it's open for everybody to participate and join. I have a website, a personal website. That one is general. I'm trying to do something about it. So for now, I'm not. Yeah, it's not public.
So before we round the section up, sir, there's this. You mentioned a program you launched, I think a year ago or 2 years ago. This square meter.
1 square meter.
1 square meter.
Oh, propertyestimator.ng.
Exactly. Can you tell us, at least summarize it, sir? Let's know what it's all about.
Well, the site is for valuation application. It's a automated valuation application. It's subscribed. You have to subscribe to it.
Okay.
There are right now there are 4 calculation models on it. The comparable model, the cost, the income, and DCF, discounted cash flow analysis. Yeah. So depending on the plan you subscribe to, you can use the other ones. For example, there are 3 basic subscription plan now. You have the one is starter, everybody can use it, and you only have the comparable there.
Okay.
The other one is professional, is a 1-person user, and you only have the comparable income and cost there. The other one is the enterprise, which has all the other calculation models plus the DCF, and that one is a 2-user platform. We also have another one that is not yet open to the public, but that one is Enterprise Plus. You can have 10 users. You can do 150 valuations on it monthly, and we are bringing in some other models very soon. But that's one of the things I hope to be able to leave as a legacy in this profession, that
is huge.
real estate automation generally, and property market data access for everyone.
That will save us from all this looking around, getting information. And just log into the platform and get whatever you want to get.
We are doing a further upgrade currently, and so before the end of the year, you'll be see some other things, especially including the data on it. Because prior to that, we just have it as an open source. You can feed in your data, but we also be adding data to it now.
Right, thank you very much, sir. We'll need a package shot from you, because package shot wants to we are ending up the session now.
Okay.
So, viewers, we have come to the end of this section. So, our guest today will be giving us a parting shot.
Exactly. Punchlight message.
Okay. I didn't know I have to give a parting shot, so
you said a lot.
let me try.
Wasting time, yeah.
We appreciate
that
it.
every surveillance must have a waiting time.
Yes.
It's a process.
It's a life process, anyway.
Yes.
Anything you're doing, you can't say that like a friend. One of my friends, when I was serving, always says, we're still friends. Yeah, he always says something then. He say, life is not a straight line.
Life is not
a straight line. You can't expect the graph of life to continue like this.
Always.
Sometimes there will be a dip. It's not because you are not qualified to maintain that standard, but you have to rejig. You have to reinvigorate. You have to learn from the other side, develop further. The lesson you learn when you are in the dip will keep you running better for life.
Thank you so much, sir.
That
is huge. Hello, viewers. We have come to the end of the session. As you can see, we've learned so much today. Life is not a straight line. Invariably, it's telling us that you can't walk through the road to success without a puncture or two. So in the quest of you becoming an Esv surveyor and valuer, you have to follow the process. There's a waiting time for every surveyors. Please follow the process and learn to have delayed gratification.
Exactly.
I wish you all the best in our journey. I mean, the good Lord continue to help us in all our endeavors as we hope to become a good surveyor and professionals in our field.
Amen.
Thank you so much for your time. We are grateful. We appreciate your time and everything.